Hey everybody, we are going to be doing some spin art today. And many of you have probably done this before, either in class with me or in your own class as a project. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using these spinners that I have. And when you're moving these spinners, one thing just to know is that they come apart like this. So if you go to pick it up off the table, it may slide out, but you can just put it right back on. Okay? We are going to be using markers. You could use crayons too. I think we're going to give you some of those on the cart. And you're going to choose a color that you want. Some of you will just take the marker that you want to use. Others might need a choice of two colors. And you know, staff, you guys are great at giving choices and giving lots of wait time for people to make choices. Once you have a color, we're going to take the cap, put the cap on the back, and we're going to touch it to the surface to make a spiral. Now, if you're getting the cart from another class, you may need to put new paper on it. And to do that, we're just going to peel up this blue painter's tape, which we reuse because you don't need a fresh piece of tape every time. I'm going to take that piece of paper off. I'm going to put a new one on and just put that tape right back down on the corners. Give it a little press. And I'm going to start new with my fresh piece of paper. And I'm going to use one hand, hello hand, my helping hand, to spin the wheel. And I'm going to use my other hand to touch the marker to the paper. And I can keep it where it is. It's going to make a circle, or I can move it out to make a spiral, or back in. And I can change colors anytime, but when I change colors, I want to make sure that that marker clicks so that it doesn't dry out. Woo. Now, if I only touch the very tip of that marker, it's going to make a thin line, or I could put the whole side of that marker down to make a thick line. Now, the harder I press with my marker, the harder it's going to be to turn the wheel. So, it's a great idea to not push too hard with the markers because it'll make it easier to turn. Okay? Staff, if you need to turn the wheel for the student, or if you need to help them hold the marker, that's obviously fine. And other students, you guys are going to be fine doing it on your own. Okay? Now, go pause your video, pause this, go make some spin art, and if you come back at the end, and I got something else for you, okay? So pause your video, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so at this point, you've made your spin art, and what we're going to do now is we are going to each hold up our spin art. We're going to take turns sharing it with the class. And if you have time, great thing to do is to do a round robin activity and let one person give a compliment to another, or even a thumbs up to another student, and then that student can give a thumbs up or I want to say high five, but we don't do that anymore. A thumbs up or a great job to another student, and we can go around the room and clap for each student who made their spin art. Now, you can, if you still have more time and kids want to, you can do it on the back side. Okay, you can make more than one. Okay. Last but not least, I only have 7 of these spinners, so these are going to be going around class to class. So when your class is done with these spinners, if you guys are able to just grab your handy dandy Oxford wipes, give them a little wipe down, and give your markers a little wipe down before it goes to the next class, that would be fantastic. Okay? I hope you all have fun, and as always, if you have any questions, feel free to call Deb or I at extension 297. Bye.